The other thing I want you to think about is to find the right one. When we say to find the right one, become the right one, how do you actually become the right one? That's a question for you. And if you want to leave the answer, just tell me what you think. How do you think you can become the right one? Let's leave your comments, or if you know the answer, in the chat box. What are some of the ways you think you can become the right one? What are some of the ways you think you can become the right one? I'll give you a scenario. Let's say you go to the market. Mom says, come, let's go to the market together. And then you said, oh, Mom, I really don't want to go to the market today. And then somehow your mom insists, let's go to the market. You get to the market. Mom has a long list. She's shopping. She's buying all the things she wants to buy. And then she suddenly says, oh, here's 10K. Spend your 10K in the market as well. And you're like, oh, what do I buy? What? I don't even know which part of the market are we? This is where they sell Ashoki. No, I'm not interested in Ashoki. And she says, if you don't spend the 10K in the market, that's it. I'll take my money back when we get home. And then you're trying to just, I don't want to return this money, so I want to use it. 9 out of 10 times, if you go like that, you're unprepared. You don't know what you want. You don't know what you're looking for. What do you think will happen to that 10K? If I ask you a question, please use the chat box. What do you think will happen to that 10K? I think a lot of time that 10K, you end up buying something that you don't even need, something that is useless to you. It doesn't mean that whatever it is that you have bought is bad. It doesn't mean it's not right for you, but it means that you've gone to the market, you were unprepared, you didn't really know whether you even needed anything, and you didn't want the opportunity to pass you by. And that is what I find happening time and time again to young people. You're saying you're ready to have a relationship. You will waste Rashidat says you will waste the money. Exactly. You end up buying unnecessary things. Exactly. And why that is so important. Now let's bring it back to marriage. What that means is with marriage, a lot of the time I see young people. You're saying, I'm ready. There are no brothers. All the available brothers are taken. There are no available sisters. But you actually don't recognize what it is that you need in a partner. You don't recognize that. And that is what happens. Okay, you finish school, you have your first job, you're 25, you're doing okay. You feel that the next thing is marriage. No. The first thing is self-discovery. Who are you? What do you need in a partner? What do you want? What are the things that will be difficult for you to compromise? What does Islam mean to you? Those are the things you need to ask yourself first. Because if you don't ask yourself and you don't write these things down, maybe write voice notes, however you communicate with yourself, you will end up being like that girl that goes to the market with her mom that is confused and doesn't know what she wants. And that's when you see a brother that, okay, he's Muslim, he's a manager at Deloitte, like it ticks the boxes, but deep down, something doesn't feel right. But you're thinking, he's Muslim, he's this, I'm 27, No. Again, remember what we started with. This is the most important decision, one of the most important decisions you will ever make. You want to make it from a place of consciousness, from a place of awareness, from a place of deep understanding of your needs, your wants, and some of the things that you know for yourself you cannot compromise. This will take me to our first activity. And I'll really encourage us, if you can use the chat box, please do. If you don't feel comfortable, that is fine. You can write it down. Now that you recognize that it's important for you to know the things that you need and want so that you don't end up buying unnecessary things like Amina said, I want you to think about what are some of the things that you consider to be of vital importance to you, that if I want to spend the rest of my life with this person, these are the 1, 2, 3. I know it's a long list, but for the purpose of this activity, do you mind sharing 3 things that you consider to be of vital importance? And to facilitate that conversation and activity, I'll start. So for example, someone like me, clearly understanding of the religion is important to me. Number 2 is the person has to be intelligent. So what are some of the things that to you believe that these are the things that I need in order for me to be in a relationship that I would be happy and fulfilled? What are some of those things? What is important to one person is not necessarily what is important to the another person. So that's the beauty of relationship. What Lola Yunus thinks is very important does not mean this is what Olugbenga Alabi thinks is important. Do you understand? So you go to your, after this conversation, please go to your list and start writing those things out. What are the things that are important to me in a relationship? What are those fundamental things that if this relationship doesn't have, it would make me feel so unfulfilled? And remember again, your marriage is one of those aspects of your life that if you do not get right, it can set somebody back for many, many years. May Allah protect us from something like that. Hamdad says, right Islamic understanding, intelligence, good communication. Fantastic.